Seated comfortably in Vajrasana, where the hips rest on the heels. Let us come into a twist. Placing, if we are twisted on the right, we place our left palm on our knee. With a good twist, the spine automatically stays upright and twisted. With a good twist, if the shoulders are parallel to the wall on the right, automatically they will not droop. With a good twist, make sure the chin is chasing the shoulder blade on that side. With a good twist, we are reversing several postural deformities, giving our vertebral column suppleness, reversing drooping shoulders, and reversing a lot of problems associated with the endocrine system's ductless glands. Here in my Vajrasana, there are two twists. One twist is at the vertebral column and one twist is at the upper vertebral column, which is the cervical area. And in this, I'm going to slowly withdraw my mind. Just try with closed eyes to slowly withdraw your minds, to look at that vast infinite space in front of your closed eyes, to look at colors, shadowy movements, darkness or light. And then taper your awareness to the eyebrow center. From this vastness that is Chidakash, taper your awareness to the eyebrow center to visualize a candle flame there. Keeping intensified awareness on the candle flame, let's chant the mantra Om 3 times. Inhale fully, stare at the candle flame. Stay in a full inhalation. Om. Now there itself in that Vajrasana twist, or if there is any discomfort coming out of the Vajrasana, we continue staying twisted to do abdominal Kapalbhati. Let's count in a descending order from 108. Discontinue from 108 when you come to 1, and then do 11 abdominal bhastrikas with a twist. Finally, come back and twist the other side in Vajrasan. I'm in a lotus pose. You can continue staying in Vajrasan with your hips on your heels. You can spread the Vajrasan knees apart. And now you twist to the other side. Keep your eyes closed. On the right side, we did Chedakash Dharana. Now we'll do Hridaya Akash Dharana. Here we look at our heart and the Akash around it, the Hridaya and the Akash. Hriday Akash Dharana. Dharana means to concentrate on the Akash, that is the space in our lungs, in our ribcage, around the Hriday, that is our heart. Here we do 11 abdominal bhastrikas first. On the right side, we did 108 Kapalbhati in a descending order, followed by 11 bhastrikas. Here now, we do 11 bhastrikas first and then 108 Kapalbhati without taking a pause. It's 11 abdominal bhastrikas. And now 108 Kapalbhatis. As soon as you've reached one from the 108 descending order, you come back. You have a choice at this point once again to come out of your Vajrasan or your spread knee Vajrasan, or you have a choice to continue sitting in it. I'm going to demonstrate both, coming out of Vajrasan, which is I'm in Padmasan. You can be in any seated posture. And pressing your palms down on your yoga mats with wrists twisted, fingers towards your groin. You're going to do Swan Pranayam. You're going to have your tongue sticking as out as possible, looking cockeyed, and do a panting dog. Swan is dog, pranayam, breath work. See if at any point when you stop, you can use your saliva on spots, pigmentation, darkening of the skin, pimples, acne, alopecia, dark circles, wrinkled eyes, tired eyes, inside the eyes, on the eyelids. Apply even for ear problems, itchiness in the ears. You can use a soft cotton bud. Take your saliva, use it in the ears. I'm showing a spread knee swan pranayam in Vajrasan too. We're now going to apply a full Mool Ban, Udyan Ban, Jalandhar Ban, that is Mahaban. In Udyan Ban, the abdominal cavity will keep moving because the bandh turns into even inhaling and inflating the abdomen. The other two, chin lock and perineum lock, will stay. Whenever you discontinue the practice, do some Vishram. Rest for a few moments. Meanwhile, use your saliva for any area that requires attention. We're going to do the Kriya of Agnisar for the abdomen to create the digestive fire and the heat. I'm going to do Agnisar in Virasana. In Virasana, my entire pelvic platform will be down. So bring your pelvic platform down on your yoga mats with your heels apart. My hips are on my floor, on my cushion. This is Virasana. Virasana. In Virasana, I'm going to twist and then do Agnisar. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Pull the abdomen in. Abdomen out, in, out, in, out, in. Hold your exhalation while you do Agnisar. I'm keeping my hands behind and staying twisted so that you can see my Agnisar. The moment you want to inhale, discontinue Agnisar. Change sides. If Virasana is hurting your knees, you can do any other comfortable seated meditative posture. Agnisar again. Inhale fully first. Inflate your abdomen like a balloon. Push your anus, perineum, urethra, genitals down on the yoga mat. You've inhaled. You've inflated your abdomen. Now exhale. Bring it in. I'm keeping my hands behind. You're supposed to keep your palm on your knee so your twist gets better. Do not breathe at all in Agnisar. Throughout, I'm holding my exhalation. As soon as you want to inhale, come to the center. I'm still in Virasana. My hips, my pelvic platform are all down on the floor. To do one last Agnisar. Agnisar only thrice, not more than 3 times. Once you're in the center, you can do the famous Sanjeevani mudra, a Panvayu mudra where the index finger is at the thumb pad, where the index finger is at the thumb joint, and the thumb pad is touching. The middle and the ring finger. Little finger is open. This is for the heart, for life. Sanjeevani mudra. Agnisar only thrice. I continue staying in Virasana after the third Agnisar. And I hold the Apana Vayu mudra to balance the water element in my body. So that my thirst remains perfect and the element in my every tendon, ligament, bone, muscle, organ remains neither more nor less, the water element. We've just done Agnisar. We've activated the fire, so we need to balance it with Sanjeevani mudra. A great counter breath work to Agnisar is Shitali Pranayam. Folding the tongue like a taco, it's called the taco pranayam in the West. Bringing it as out as possible. We inhale fully. Take the tongue in. Exhale in the throat breath, Ujjay, Galaswasan, sound fully. Repeat this thrice. Thrice Agnisar, so thrice Shitali Pranayam. Discontinue Shitali Pranayam. 3 abdominal breaths now. Inhale, inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Exhale, bring it in. 2 more rounds. Three thoracic breaths now. Three clavicular breaths now. Three yogic breaths now, all three together. I now slowly open after finishing 3 yogic breaths. My Apan Vayu mudra, my Sanjeevani mudra. I slowly come out of my Virasana. Remember not to do any posture to a point where there is discomfort or pain. And after Virasana, it's a good idea to straighten your legs in front of you and just flap the knees a bit. For those of you who've done Virasana, for those of you who are on your yoga mats or a straight platform, twist now once again with straight legs. Interlock your hands behind you Lift the arms. Twist well. One Kapalbhati, one Bhastrika now. This is not abdominal Bhastrika, so you're going to distinguish between the abdominal and the thoracic breathing, breath work. Just 5 to 7 of them. And now when I twist the other side, just take a minute off, a moment off, to see how my elbows are locked, my fingers are interlaced, and my arms are lifted. Here again, 5 to 7, Kapalbhati alternated with Bhastrika, abdomen, then lungs. Discontinue the practice, continuing to keep your legs straight. We just come into bent knees to hook our toes. Hook them tight. Lock the knees, lift the head. Apply mool bandh. This is called Tadaki Mudra. It has innumerable benefits of reversing genitourinary problems. Awareness should be on the mool bandh area at the perineum. You can even stare with open eyes in Unmani. Applying mool bandh in Tadaki Mudra, do Kapalbhati. Those who have back problems, don't do Kapalbhati. Discontinue Kapalbhati, release the mool bandh, stay in Tadaki Mudra. Again apply mool bandh. Again do Kapalbhati. In Pad Angushta Asan, when you apply mool bandh, you are in Tadaki Mudra if the head is lifted. Don't compromise on your asan or your Tadaki Mudra or your Kapalbhati or the stretch that you're feeling behind the knees. Do not compromise. Discontinue Kapalbhati, release the mool bandh and come out of Tadaki Mudra. We now come into Bhakta Konasana. Bhakta Konasana is the cobbler pose where you do a namaste with the soles of your feet. Interlace the fingers on the toes like I have done and flap your knees. Kapalbhati in this. Every time the knees go down, you will exhale. And then you'll get your toes a little away and try to go down to touch your head to the toes. Inhale and up. Again. Inhale and up. Again. When you go down, you will exhale. 3 rounds should be good. We call this the Ek Chutki Sindoor posture. Ek Chutki Sindoor, where you rest, you have to touch that area on your toe. So I tell often in asanas where the toe should touch the hairline, that apply Sindoor with your toe. Now come into the lotus pose Padmasana. Interlock your hands, your fingers behind you at the nape of the neck. Elbows are out like wings. We do 7 Bhastrikas followed by 7 Kapalbhatis in obliques. 7 on one side only, elbow to knee. First Bhastrika. Seven Kapalbhatis, elbow to knee. Other side. 7 Bhastrikas. Seven Kapalbhatis. Discontinue the practice. Vishram for a few moments. Apanvayu mudra again. Notice how you feel at this time. I want you to do palming just one more time. To finish off any session, palming till you feel the warmth in the palms. These are the pranic energies. Sometimes, the doctors feel your palm. Why are your hands cold or why are your feet cold? Anyone who comes for a 1-to-1, the moment I feel their palms and their feet, I know that that ideal temperature is maintained or not maintained. And then cap them on closed eyes. Open and close your eyes in darkness. Then slowly open your eyes and rise. Thank you all. Hari Om Tat Sat.